Hello, Christian Cassidy responding to the Week 3 English Restoration Theater lecture and reading. So I'll start with the three things I learned. The first thing I learned was a droll. I've never really heard that before. So it was like the speakeasy of the time, due to like the Commonwealth and like plays having to begin to go underground, which I thought was really cool. So it was just like another form that comedy fights the power in that time. So I just thought it was cool that they were like still designed to allow people to still see theater and oppose power kind of at the same time. Secondly, the return to neoclassical ideas, not like a full return, but they became a little more popularized, like in restoration drama. So that was pretty cool. So like they made Romeo and Juliet into a happy ending, which I've never really heard before. I never really thought anyone wanted that or thought it was a good idea, but I guess, anything to make something more palatable, people will go to great lengths. So I understand that. I know like the aristocrats who fled to like Italy during the Commonwealth kind of made that a thing, but so finally, I just thought it was really cool that people in restoration comedies also found like sitcoms of their time like really entertaining. They liked extravagant situations, a lot of drama, a lot of focus on like more of wild storylines and character development. So it was like gossip, like sexual innuendo, bullying upper class, like the same things we like to see is like drama, big otherworldly drama that you couldn't even produce naturally. So I thought that was kind of cool that people were still just as interested as we are now, like watching The Bachelor, The Kardashians, with a little bit more staging, and they're looking for drama in their performances. So I thought that was pretty cool. The two questions I had, the first one was, were female actors and playwrights like Alpha Den, were they met with positive feedback and did it like catch on quickly? I know I didn't see a lot of like about their plays and how they performed or how they went. And in that case, to follow up, do other women like aristocratic women or anything like have their back? Do they like back them up, or like women who owned like pieces of acting companies and like before they went to a contract style? I was just wondering if like they had any backup or if they were kind of on their own there. Okay, so yeah, the contract system was the other thing I had a question on. Was that designed to keep more money in the owners of the acting company's pockets? Because it sounds like it was a little less wage-based and more strictly performance, so you were paid to perform rather than you were paid to, be there for your service at all times. So I feel like it kind of put a real hurt on playwrights and actors, but I can see how they would also be able to hold more money in the owners of the acting companies. So wondering if that was why they did it. And one thing, the final thing is the thing I found interesting, which again was the like large amount of strife and civil unrest that led to like a massive boom, basically. So the Commonwealth, Oliver Cromwell, and the theaters were completely shut down. Same way like the church came over and like started putting heavy restrictions and neoclassical ideas, and it was like strictly religious plays and stuff like that. So back then they had a huge boom for the English Restoration or English Renaissance, sorry, which I thought was cool. And now the same way, right after the civil unrest occurred, the style of English theater then adjusted itself. It had heroic tragedies and restoration drama, Italian neoclassical. It brought a bunch of things that weren't really that common before, especially like the restoration comedies, which are, we still see them today, which I thought was pretty cool because it came right after a time of civil unrest. Like women were now able to playwright, act, wear pants on stage, which I know was a little scandalous at the time, but I thought it was just kind of cool how that opens the door for so many things. Like now there's very ornate sets, like people didn't perform as much in bear pits, and they had large, pretty theaters, ornate artwork, pretty decorated actors' costumes, kind of to complement the plays, which I thought was pretty cool, but all following that civil unrest. So I guess, strife, necessity, desires innovation. So I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you. That was my response to week 3.